Hey there and welcome to the club and welcome to another Pokemon Fusion Challenge. Today I'll be combining Gengar with Greninja. So let's get started. Let's start with the brow line of Gengar. I'm going to draw a big V shape. Starting from the left, I'm going to draw a straight line towards the center of the face and then I'm going to come up in the opposite direction towards the right. From here, let's tuck in the eyeballs underneath the brow line. On the left side, we're going to step in just a little bit and draw a half circle curving in underneath the brow. We'll do the same thing on the right side. Starting on the inside, we'll wrap the eye around up to the top. Let's draw in the iris underneath the brow. So we're going to draw an oval tucked in underneath, starting up here, curve down, and then back up. We want to draw a smaller curve for the highlight. Starting from the same point, curve down, and then back up. Let's do the same thing on the right side. Starting from the inside, we'll curve down, then tuck that back in up on top, and then we'll draw another curve for the highlight. In the center of the head, we're going to draw the little fin of Greninja. So we're going to bring this all the way up. We're going to draw two curves that go up to a point, up to about here. So we'll draw a little dot there. I'm going to curve out towards the left and down to that center point here. Curving out, and then back in the middle. We're going to do the opposite. So we're going to curve in the opposite direction, curving out towards the right, and then back down towards the center. From here, I want to wrap Greninja's tongue around the face. So we're going to start by drawing a curve that goes just underneath the eyes and hits that point at the bottom back up on the right side. Starting on the outside here, go underneath the eyes, touch that center point, and we'll curve this back up on the right. From here, I'm going to take those 2 points and connect it by drawing a curve that goes all the way down to the bottom of the tongue. On the left side, we're going to curve out and pull that underneath. We'll continue this all the way up towards the right side and just tuck that in like that. We want to show that this tongue is wrapped and folded on itself. So we're going to start up here on the left and curve across towards the center. From here, let's draw the big horns of Gengar. So from these two corners, I'm going to draw a curve that goes out. Going out towards the left, we'll go out towards the right. Now we want to bring these back in towards the head. So we want to draw a curve at the top of the head, but we're going to bring these horns back in. Starting on the left side, we're going to draw a straight line coming in to right about there. I'm going to intersect that with a curve for the top of the head. Like that. Let's go to the right side and draw the curve for the top of the head on the right side. So that basically just mirroring that over here. We're going to step up here and draw a straight line out towards the tip of the horn. Right there. For in between the horn and this fin, we're going to draw a little bit of a web. So right here on this horn, we're going to curve down and up to that point. Go down on the right side to the horn on the right. From here, I want to show that the tongue wraps around and comes in behind the head. So I'm going to draw this big tongue that comes out back here, almost like in a backwards S shape. Starting on the side of this tongue, I'm going to curve out towards the left, in towards the right, and then back up. Now we want to round out the tongue. So I'm just going to curve around and then just basically follow that first curve that we did all the way back behind that horn and continue on, and it gets tapered in as you get towards the body. From here, let's layer in the first arm. So the arm here I'm going to have in front. We're going to give it a thick arm like Gengar, coming down to the hand that look like Greninja. So right here, we're going to curve down, and then up in the middle here, we're going to curve in the opposite direction, right towards the wrist line. In here, we're going to draw that little disc. So it's basically an oval, starting at the top, come down to the bottom, and then back up to the top. Now for the fingers, we're going to draw Greninja's fingers. So there are 3 little points that come out to these little discs. So from the left side, I'm going to draw a straight line out towards the left. From here, I'll draw a straight line out towards the right. We're going to draw these little oval discs for the fingertips. We come all the way around, and we're going to leave a little gap at the top here. We'll do the same thing on the right side. Coming in, leaving a gap. Now from here, I'm going to come in, right in towards the middle. Now we're going to draw the center finger. These are going to come in towards the center finger here, and we'll just layer in a disc in the middle. In between these fingers, we're going to draw a little bit of web, just like we did on the head here. So in between these 2 points, we're going to draw a little curve. Draw a curve on that side there. From this point, we're going to draw in the body, but the body's going to come across this way, almost like a little quarter circle, but in the center, there's this little tail spike of Greninja. So right down here, I'm going to draw a curve that goes up. Now from these 2 points, they're going to come up into a center point. So I'm just going to put a little dot there. Draw a straight line out to the side on the right. And we'll tuck this in behind the arm there. From this point, I'm going to curve up and tuck this in underneath the tongue. So going up like that. We'll draw a little belly patch. So moving over here, it's going to curve down and just merge in with the bottom line. From here, let's draw in the right arm. So this arm is going to be sticking out this way. So we start with the armpit first. So right here, I'm going to curve towards the wrist. Now we're going to go up. So we want to make sure that the arms are roughly the same thickness. We're going to go up here and then come in towards the wrist, like that. So this wrist is roughly the same width as this one here. Up here, we're going to draw an angled line coming down, one going up. Now we're going to do the same treatment. We're going to draw these little oval discs for the fingertips. Circling around, leaving a gap at the end. Do the same thing on the top, leaving that gap. Now we're going to come in with a straight line in towards the middle, leaving a little gap so we can fit in the center fingers. So 2 lines, and then we'll just tuck in another little disc there. In between here, we're going to draw a little web on the top as well. From here, we're going to draw in the legs. So the legs are going to be crouched. So we're going to start the legs up here. We're going to come down in towards the ankles. So from here, I'm going to curve down in towards the front of the ankle. So right beside this arm, I'm going to curve out, and then just pull that down. Let's go to the right side and do the same thing. We're going to flip this over. So starting at the same height, I'm going to go out, and then curve this down. So making sure they're at the same height here. From here, let's draw in the toes. So I'm going to draw in Gengar's toes. From here, I'm going to curve down to the first toe, and then straight back. We're going to do a little overlap. Curving down to the second toe, we'll go straight back. Now, because of my drawing, I'm going to have to tuck this in behind this hand. We're going to do an overlap, tuck that in behind. Now, you're not going to see the bottom of the foot here, so I'm going to go up with a straight line here, and then draw a curve that overlaps it like that. So it looks like the leg is bent. On the knee, we're going to draw a circle, tucked in on the side. So we're going to start at the top, wrap it around like that. Let's take that and draw the same thing on the right side. So here, we start with that first toe, curving down to the first toe, pulling that straight back. We'll do an overlap, the second toe, pull that straight back, third toe overlap, and we're going to pull this back. Now there's nothing that's on top of this leg, so you're going to see the bottom of the foot. So we're going to curve towards the heel, we're going to go up in a straight angled line to right about there, the same height, and then from here we're just going to overlap with a curve, and then we'll draw that disc on the knee. So right up here, circle around, and tuck that into the side of the leg. One final bit, we want to draw that little disc on this arm as well. So tucked in on the side, because the arm is sort of turned, we'll start up here on the side of the arm, wrap this oval around, and just tuck that into the side. And that's pretty much it. There's our Pokemon fusion for today. We've taken Gengar and Greninja and fused them together. I hope you enjoyed this lesson, but we need a name for this character. So just add a comment with what you think this character should be called. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.